Hello, welcome you all. This is Professor Siddesha HK, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College, Nadagali. And this video lecture of Control Engineering Module 1 uh, created under the guidelines of Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. In this Module 1, we will study and discuss the various types of control systems like open loop and closed loop systems. First, we will study the what are the contents or core subject of this control engineering. To teach students the characteristics of closed loop control systems and feedback control systems and different types of controllers. And content of this control engineering or model 1 are as follows: introduction, concept of automatic controls, open loop and closed loop systems, concept of feedback, requirements of an ideal control systems, types of controllers. Okay, in this proportional controllers, integral controllers, differential controllers, proportional and integral controllers, proportional, differential controllers, and combination of all these three: proportional, integral, differential controllers, and last one is two position or on off controllers. Okay, and definition of this control systems, which can be defined as a system which is a combination or an arrangement of different physical components which act together as an entire unit to achieve certain objective. So in the general, the control system can be defined as: to control means to regulate or to direct or to command. Hence, a control system is an arrangement of different physical elements connected in such a manner so as to regulate, direct, or command itself or some other system. Below figure shows an example for simple control system, which is an electric lamp. So, electric lamp is a physical system. When it is connected to switch and electric supply, then it will become a control system. When we switch on, the electricity will be supplied to the lamp and lamp will glow. And when we switch off, the supply will be stopped and lamp will not glow. So this is example of an open loop simple control system. Okay, and what are all the content of a control system, which we can discuss in this slide. So plant, the portion of a system which is to be controlled or regulated is called a plant or the process. And next is a controller. The element of the system itself or external to the system which controls the plant or the process is called controller. Input, it is an applied signal or an excitation signal applied to a control system from an external energy source in order to produce specific output. And output, it is the particular signal of interest or the actual response obtained from a control system when applied to it. And disturbances also one of the thing we need to consider in designing and operation of a control system. Disturbances, it is a signal which tends to adversely affect the value of the output of a system. If such a disturbance is generated within the system itself, it is called an internal disturbance. The disturbance generated outside the system acting as an extra input to the system in addition to its normal input affecting the output adversely is called an external disturbance. And in this slide we will study the open loop system. Okay, and a open loop system in which output is dependent on input but controlling action or input is totally independent of the output of the system, which is called an open loop system. Means In simple, the output will not do any influence of this control system is called as open loop system. And the advantages of this open loop system are as follows. Uh, First one is it is a simple in construction, and second one very much convenient when output is difficult to measure. Third one is easy from maintenance point of view. Fourth one not troubled with the problems of stability. And fifth one is simple to design and hence the open loop system is economical. And disadvantages of this open loop systems are as follows. First one is inaccurate and unreliable because accuracy of such a systems are totally dependent on the accurate calibration of the controller. This second one is this gives inaccurate results if there are variation in the external environment, that is such as systems cannot sense environmental changes. Third one, they cannot sense internal disturbances in the system after the control stage. Fourth one, to maintain the quality and accuracy, recalibration of the control system controller is necessary from time to time. And this ends the one portion of the model 1. We will continue in the second video of model 1. Thank you.